Go down, up, down, up.
And then away we go.
And away you go.
At Rockridge High School, it's homecoming, so strike up the band. And leading this practice session of the Rockets marching band is Augie Karras.
If you go to any football games, you're going to see Augie. He's going to be directing traffic, and he's everywhere.
Everybody knows him, and he's there to help everybody.
Augie is a legend at Rockridge, volunteering to help at events and leading the Rockets to bigger and better things.
I think I've been to every homecoming. But it's perfect for give the kids a chance to show off and be part of the community, and it's wonderful.
And at last night's homecoming parade,
There's a guy right over there that needs a sucker. There you go, buddy.
Augie, his wife Mary Rose, and trusted dog Cricket have a place of honor.
We're having fun tonight.
It's right behind a school bus. He still drives the kids to and from school, even though at the age of 82, he's tried to retire twice.
Here we go. When I get to be 83, I might slow down a little.
And at the Rockridge Pep Rally, it was Augie who was honored not only for his military service, but for his years of service to the Rockridge School District.
News 8 has a Pay It Forward program, and I'm here to pay it forward to you.
He's just such a special guy. Anytime we need anything, you give him a call and he's happy to volunteer, whether it's rigging something up, lining a field, helping park cars, he does it all.
He's an advocate for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a cheerleader, because he was a cheerleader, or cross country. He has helped everybody.
It's easy to volunteer when you got such good people. Thank you.
$300 from a Centra Credit Union. And a standing ovation from Augie's many thankful friends and Rockets fans.
They tease me about being mayor, but I don't know if we really need a mayor. I don't know if we really need a mayor.
How about an ambassador?
My ambassador, that'd be good.
A goodwill ambassador.
Goodwill ambassador, that's right.
In Edgington, Jim Burton's WQAD News 8.
In this town hall of 200, the president promptly passed his podium to the people.
And I'm going to try to get as many questions as I can, so do stand up and introduce yourself, though. I want to know who I'm talking to.
Taking the microphone were farmers, fans, and families, standing up to let our leader know how the economy is holding them down.
What's the likelihood of her Social Security getting a cost of living next year?
From concerns to our senior citizens to the burdens of our budgets.
Why are budget cuts to programs that are helping these people keep their heads above water?
The president attempted to address it all, like good schools equaling good jobs.
That means us investing in our kids' education. Nothing's more important. Nothing is more important.
Even if that means skipping the first day of school to ask him a question in person.
I was wondering, what are you going to do to keep the ethanol plant running?
Well, that is a great question.
But at the end of this town hall, the biggest question is, were these questions answered? Were their voices heard?
I think, he does understand, but I just wanted him to be aware that here in rural America, people are struggling.
Whenever you have a concern, you just can't beat one-on-one contact with the person, that can answer that.
I think it's really cool, and it makes a difference in our country.
A difference, the president says, is his oath to keep listening to the voices stronger than his own.
My pledge is to make sure that every day I'm waking up looking out for you, for the American people.
In Atkinson, Angie Mitchum, WQAD News 8.
Firefighters were still putting out this blaze 2 hours after it began. It started at the Cindy Jean's restaurant right in the middle of downtown.
First arriving Provincetown fire units found the building to be heavily involved with exposures.
Rock Falls Fire Captain Dave Northcutt says the fire quickly spread to 7 other businesses along Washington Street. This fire spread all the way to the south, kind of on the south side of downtown Prophetstown right now, but here in the middle part of this fire, Well, take a look at this. This is the old K&K Monogram store right here, and look at that car inside. Talk to the family owners of this shop, and they say that their building is a complete loss at this time. Provincetown crews quickly ran out of water trying to fight the blaze, so they called on more than 20 other agencies for help. Everyone from Thompson to Tampico, even Port Byron crews showed up with water.
All the way down to Henry County and all the way up to Carroll County, and then over into Clinton, and then over to Bureau County.
Crews kept the flames from the front of the building by spraying it with hoses, dozens of feet in the air. And even at 7 in the morning, flames were still showing from the back of the building. These crews are just thankful that no one was injured in Monday's fire. Jonathan Ketz, WQAD News 8.
Thick white smoke fills the sky, the street, surrounding what's left of this burning Port Byron home.
When I seen the smoke and seen there was nothing left, I just started crying.
Charlotte Hetz says her son lived here with his wife, 4 children, and 2 dogs. When she got the phone call just before 4 in the morning, no one knew if they had escaped.
It's hard to describe. I was a basket case. I just thinking of the babies and my son, his wife. Yeah, I just basically went crazy.
She thought her kids and grandkids were all burned up. She didn't know.
Fortunately, the family made it out before the flames spread. Fire officials say their working smoke detectors were the difference between life and death.
One of the first things I asked the mother was, smoke detectors did wake you up, and she verified that, and that just sends that message out once again that those are the most valuable tool that I have, is getting that family out of there first, and it makes my job easier.
Firefighters from several departments spent the rest of the morning putting the fire out. Charlotte watches while water, smoke, and flames destroy her son's family's possessions. But understanding this tragedy could have been much, much worse.
You know, my son said, it's a total loss, I lost everything. And I said, no, you got the most important things. They're still here.
Yeah, that's nothing there, what they got left. I mean, they don't worry about that stuff at all.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Shoppers call 53rd and Elmore the retail hub of the Quad Cities.
It offers everything, has everything here that we need.
I think Iowa Side has much better restaurants.
Any kind of food you want, so it's got it all.
Stores like DSW, a Banana Republic outlet, and a Gap outlet are on their way to Davenport.
Well, I like the location.
Heart of America developer Mike Whalen has his headquarters in downtown Moline, yet he's in charge of all 3 businesses coming to Elmore and Davenport. He bought that land about 14 years ago for what he says was a good price.
Really, somebody made a strong pitch on the ground. I liked the location, and so we bought it. It was not as strategic as maybe you'd like to think.
Regardless, the Illinois side of the Quad Cities is playing catch-up.
It's floodplain and wetlands.
Planning and Development Director Ray Forsyth says there are 2 big reasons why Illinois has struggled. Moline and Rock Island are partially landlocked by the Mississippi on the north and the Rock River on the south.
You get this and this.
He also says that the business climate on the Iowa side of the Quad Cities is better.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For instance, property taxes on a home worth $100,000 in Scott County were close to $2,100 a year in 2012. And in Rock Island County, well, they were closer to $2,700.
It costs more money to do business on the Illinois side than on the Iowa side.
So Moline officials are trying to figure out how to bring more Iowans to their side of the river. Their answer is to get a destination location on the Illinois side of the Quad Cities.
We don't want the same things that Iowa has.
Moline Mayor Scott Reyes has a new Sam's Club store coming in next to the Menards, but Davenport already has a Sam's Club.
Because the Sam's Club isn't different.
No, it's not different, but the traffic at Sam's Club is huge.
Reyes says the city needs to stop the bleeding first, keep people on the Illinois side of the river before they can bring in people from Iowa. Both Iowans and Illinoisans we talked to agreed with that.
Otherwise, I just don't think I think people from Illinois actually come over here more than they do stay in their own state.
Over there, I can go to Walmart and Target and Panera and Starbucks, and it's all right in one stop.
It's just a whole new different ball game over there.
Moline's building a Sam's Club on John Deere Road to bring in more retail. More than 36,000 cars drive on this stretch every single day.
I think that's going to make a big difference for them there. But we have Sam's here.
But to attract Iowans east of the Walmart, Lowe's, and restaurants, it is going to take a lot of time.
It takes 30 to 40 years to make that happen. You have all these government relationships you got to hurdle, but it can be done.
Jonathan Ketz, WQAD News 8.
It's the United Nations at this United Church of Christ in Rock Island. Refugees from 7 different countries gather throughout the week to learn how to be an American. They come from Africa, East Asia, Mexico, South and Central America. It's heartwarming to hear the sincerity in their voices as they recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
But just as heartwarming is the work each volunteer offers, including one who goes above and beyond.
Pat Ryan, on behalf of Centra Credit Union and WQAD, I would like to pay it forward. You won. It's all about you, hon.
Pat Ryan had no idea he was getting $300 for all the work he does for others. He's the one who clears the confusion for so many of these people adjusting to a new homeland.
I love these people. I mean, we're just a happy family.
They are old and young and speak 8 different dialects, but these refugees share one same goal: to acclimate to their new home in America. Not easy if you can't yet speak the language well and you don't yet know the culture. That's where Pat's work is priceless.
We have people come from everywhere that call me, and it's just a big Charlotte's Web where we're all happy. You don't even realize how awesome it is.
I call him Santa Claus. It's like he just makes miracles happen every day, and it never ever quits. It's 7 days a week we can call on him, and he's there to help us.
And among those helped is Mu Lee, who left a Burmese refugee camp 6 years ago in war-torn Myanmar and found a home in the Quad Cities.
He's like my real father, you know.
Mu is working toward the citizenship her husband now has. She says she has no father, but Pat Ryan has filled that void. Mu says she was so touched when Pat introduced her to his family.
This is my daughter, he said. He is wonderful in my life.
Where can you acquire a 100-person family immediately? I mean, that's just the way it is.
And Pat's volunteering of time has returned with hugs of appreciation from people who may not be able to communicate with our language, but know the international language of appreciation and love.
This is like a scratch-off lottery winner every time you do it. Just exactly how I feel.
And in true pay-it-forward fashion, Pat's volunteering has instilled the same in the families he's adopted. Mu Lee says Pat's sharing makes her want to share as well.
I want to help a lot of people in a lot of culture.